unscripted, unfiltered. Let's just get to it. I got to do this video. I got to do this video, dog, because I'm watching video. I'm watching other people videos about people complaining about the PlayStation 5 Pro, and let's just call it out here. Let's just call it out here. Before I even start, I am no in shape or form a Sony PlayStation shill or PlayStation loyalist, aka fanboy. I am a gamer. I go where the games go, and right now, the games that I like is on the PlayStation. It's been like that ever since the Xbox 360. I was on the Xbox 360, and before that, I was on the PlayStation 2. Before that, I was on the PlayStation 1. Before that, I was on the Sega Saturn, Sega CD, and TurboGrafx 16. That's my history. Enough. So, yesterday, Sony did a technical presentation, 9 minutes, of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Everything looked good. Everybody was all great, and was excited until they dropped the price. Okay, $699 in USD, and people was upset and complained. My only gripe is the stand. The stand is sold separately, and I know that stand is going to be expensive because the plates, when they eventually got to the point of selling the plates, the different color plates for the PlayStation 5, original PlayStation 5, those plates were like $49.99. So if the plates are $49.99, the stand is going to be about the same price or even more, which it shouldn't. Or even to the degree it's a stand. Your stand should come with the system. That's my only gripe and complaint. Now, I've seen complaints about the stand. I've seen complaints about the price. I've seen complaints about even that it's digital only. I have the original PlayStation 5, got it on launch with the disc. I haven't used that disc maybe 3 times. I used it for my physical copy of Demon Souls. I just used it recently to watch A-Team because I got a Blu-ray disc of A-Team. I saw memes on A-Team, so I wanted to watch A-Team. So other than that, all my games are digital. I don't listen. When it comes to physical, I understand you want to do physical and digital, but PC games for the last 15 years haven't been physical in a minute. Hell, I have a goddamn PC that I got from NXT, I'm going to say 3 or 4 years ago. And it didn't come with a CD drive. I was shocked. I was like, wait, there's no CD drive? I never had a PC without a CD drive. This is my first PC without a CD drive. You know what I'm saying? I got a GeForce 3070 in it. You know what I'm saying? Got like 16 gigs of RAM. You know what I'm saying? What's the core? I look at this core right now. It's an AMD Ryzen 5 56X. You know what I'm saying? It's a decent PC. It was a godlike PC 3 or 4 years ago. I'm gonna upgrade it real soon. But other than that, it don't have no CD drive. It don't have no Blu-ray drive in it. And all the games I get is digital. We had no problems with that, with our PC games being digital. But be on console, oh my God, I gotta have physical. I don't understand. Y'all pick, y'all choose, and y'all upset. Look, I understand we're in inflation. I get it. We're in inflation. People is broke. People can't afford stuff. But I will tell you this right now, and I'm gonna look you dead in the eye. People get what they want, what they really want. And then if you know me in real life, if you know me from online life, in from social media and from other YouTube videos, I've always said this since the Xbox 360 came out. When a new console comes out, they announce it, and you got a year to save up money. You have a year to save up money. Like when the PlayStation 4 got announced and the Xbox One got announced, I saved up, $20 to pay for a whole year. I had $900, bought both of them. Actually, take that back. I bought the PlayStation 4 first. Was kind of mad because they pushed back Watch Dogs. So then I sold my PlayStation 4 to my wife's coworker for her husband as a Christmas gift. Use that money to put on the money I had to get my Xbox One, get about every launch game that came out that day, another controller, and yeah. But then when the PlayStation 5 got announced and the Xbox Series X got announced, I went again on social media. Look, if y'all save $20 every pay, regardless if you get paid bi-weekly or weekly, if you save $20 a week, by the time this game come out, you'll be able to afford to get maybe one system or maybe even two, or maybe one system and all the peripherals that you need, and it fall on deaf ears. Now with this is an upgrade to a system, okay? If you don't have, and here's the thing, if you just stuck on a PlayStation 4, when were you gonna switch over anyway? Like, a lot of people that are complaining, they still on a PlayStation 4. You have no right and no fight in this game. You don't. You weren't gonna switch over. You can't. You say you can't afford it, but you weren't gonna switch over anyway. So why are you complaining? You still playing PlayStation 4 games. In 1 minute, you complain that there's no good PlayStation 5 games, but you're still playing on PlayStation 4 games. They're still making games for the PlayStation 4 and the 5 because of you. Now, if you was on a PlayStation 5, now they're coming out with the PlayStation 5 and games that can't be handled on the PlayStation 4. So now you're complaining. Now you're just like, dang, now I gotta switch over. You were supposed to have been switched over. And it just amazes me that people that still got the PlayStation 4 that don't even have a PlayStation 5 are sitting up here saying, well, I'm not going to get a next gen console. Newsflash, homie, you're on last gen. PlayStation 4 is last gen. PlayStation 5 has been out for 4 years. PlayStation 5 came out in 2020. Yes, it came out during COVID. I get that. And it was hard to get because due to COVID and shutdown and epidemic, it was a global epidemic. People undead, got deleted. Yes, we get that. But now it's 4 years. The world is back to its former shape as far as working on a normally timely fashion, and you still don't have money. Yes, we got inflation. But ironically, we ain't doing inflation, but I'm seeing people riding in goddamn Teslas. I'm seeing people, in lavish apartments. I see people on social media with racks upon racks, in designer clothing, wearing J's, but they can't spend this money for this game. And look, I understand. If you are hustling and you can't afford it, that's no knock on you. If you trying to grind and be a better person for you or for your family, I get it. But don't sit up here online complaining about a system when you had no inkling of updating. So what, you was waiting for the PlayStation 6? You gonna wait till the PlayStation 6 come out so then you could buy a used copy of the PlayStation 5? I don't think your thought process. I don't even understand your thought process. And don't get me on the master cap race. No, the master cap race. A lot of you guys can't, sitting up here is like, this is what kills me. If you are going to spend $700 for a digital only console, you might as well just add $200 to $300 more for a PC. And that's fair. But at the same time, you do all that for a PC for a game that for what games? For Minecraft? A lot of people I be screaming about the master race, their PCs can't even handle games, can't even handle Baldur's Gate 3. A lot of people be capping out here, bro. Don't fall for it, dog. Don't fall for it. A lot of these people that be coming out, I'm coming from the master race, they can't even afford a goddamn 4070 graphics card. And them 4070 graphics cards cost just about as much as a goddamn, just as much as a PlayStation 5 Pro. I seen the prices, but I'm sidetracking. I'm rambling all over the place because I can't believe I'm making this video because people are capping online. Like, dude, look, I understand inflation. I know butter is like $12. 2 liter of Coca-Cola is like $4.50. I understand things is going up in price and this and that, but with that being said, people spend on what they want, and Gaming is expensive. And here's the thing, if you're having trouble and you financial trouble, you shouldn't be worrying about gaming anyway. You should be worrying about getting your money up. Last thing you should be worrying about is a hobby. But with that being said, gaming has always been expensive. On on the Super Nintendo, Super NES, um, I bought Link for a Pass. When I got my Super NES, I bought Legend of Zelda: Link to a Pass. That was $69.99. You know what I'm saying? That was the high end of the spectrum. And then this next week later, I bought Alien Crush for the TurboGrafx 16 for $19.99. This is way like 93, 94. No, yeah, around that time. This is like in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? When I was 15, I spent a whole summer mowing lawns and getting my money up and got like $700 so I could buy a Neo Geo. I bought a Neo Geo. You know how much a Neo Geo was back then? Neo Geo was $650, and the cartridges were $300, anywhere from $150 to $300. I saved that money and bought a Neo Geo, and I used the money from my grandparents to get a cartridge to get Fatal Fury Special. My mother saw how much I spent for that goddamn system. She made me take it back. I was mad as anyway. So I spent bread on video games because that's my hobby. You're an expensive hobby. Listen, any hobby you take, where any vice as a man, especially in the Western culture, you want to spend some money on you want to spend some bread on your vice. You want to spend, whether it's cigar collecting, whether it's fishing, hunting, sports memorabilia, vinyl collecting records, tape cassettes, CDs, video games, kicks, sneakers. You're going to spend some bread. You're going to spend some bread. So why are y'all complaining about it? Maybe at Tokyo Game Show they'll announce that the PlayStation 5 is the PlayStation 5 right now is currently like what, 500. Say they knock off 200 off of it and make it 300. Are you gonna get a regular PlayStation 5? I swear to God, on Tokyo Game Show, if Sony comes out with an announcement saying that the PlayStation 5 is gonna be $300, I want to see everybody who's complaining about the PlayStation 5 Pro. I want to see you posting like that don't have a PlayStation 5. I'm gonna see if y'all gonna get it. I'm gonna be posting saying you're gonna upgrade to the current generation. Let's see you upgrade to the current generation. Also, I don't know if it's true or factual. Still gotta find out. But on the PlayStation Store website, you can trade in your PlayStation 4 for a PlayStation 5, and it knocks for digital. It knocks out $50, I think, $50 or $100. So, but the rumor has it is with the PlayStation 5, if you trade in your PlayStation 5 for the PlayStation 5 Pro, it knocks $300 off. So you only got to come up with $300. We don't know if it's 100%. That's the rumor going on. But if that becomes factual, you mean to tell me you can't have $300? You can't have $300 and a trade-in of your PlayStation 5. Or if you trade in your PlayStation 4, you can't, and they give you $50, so it's $699, $700, so it'd be like $650. The regular price of the original PlayStation 5. Man, like I said, people pick and choose what they want and to buy and what they want to spend their money on. I mean, if this, like I said, I'm not coming hard on people who are struggling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming down on people who are really out here struggling, trying to make ends meet. I'm not doing that. But this goes out to the people who have passive income or who is capable of buying the system and just want to take jabs at Sony. And it just is, it doesn't make any sense. Especially if you have no responsibilities as far as children or a spouse, and you sit up here and you got a PlayStation 4, you was looking to get a PlayStation 5, and the only reason why you're saying you're not upgrading to current gen is because the games that you play are trash and you're still playing 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old games on your PlayStation 4. That's the people in the demographic I'm going against, and it's just ridiculous. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. If you don't want to get a PlayStation 5 Pro, then that's your prerogative. You well in your means to deny, and you well in your means to be upset. Like me, I'm really kind of upset with that damn stand. I'm really kind of upset. That stand should come with the system. I'm not even on front. I'm not even on front. That goddamn stand should be coming with the system. I mean, I got to spend extra for a stand. That's kind of making me look at Sony sideways. I'm not even on front. Now, as far as the the disc attachment, and people's like, you spend that much, you spend $700 for that, and $700 for that, you might as well get a PC. I mean, a lot of these people don't know how to build PCs that play on the consoles, and if you spending $5, $6, $7, $800 on a PC, it's not gonna come with a damn disc. Now, if you building, you know how to build your own PC and use PC Helper to build your PC, then yeah, you can get your disc drive and your Blu-ray drive and all this that. But a lot of these people, like Starforge, NXT, who else? It's a bunch of companies. They're not building these pre-made PCs with disc drives. All the information's on disc drives and external hard drives now. Nobody's rolling around with disc drives. That's like in the early 2000s when floppy disk drives were phased out. Computers started coming out with disk drives and for CD burners and CD-ROMs and CD disk drives. They got rid of the floppy drives. No pre-made PCs coming with disk drives anymore. So of course the consoles is not gonna come up with disk drives, the CDs and disk drives anymore. And I can understand this. I got several friends who are animate about physical copies. I've got into arguments with friends over physical versus digital, especially in the past generation and leading up into this current generation. And it was like, I'm not getting a PlayStation 5 only digital only. I was like, you should. It's like, that means I'm getting physical. If I get physical, that means I own the actual disc. I'm like, look, physical. Actually, real talk, dude. Physical has been dead since 2010, bro. You just getting the physical disc doesn't mean that it's physical, because once you put the disc in any of these consoles, you automatically update the game. You have to get the installment from online, which is digital. The physical disc is just like the first CDs back in the PC days. Did you just use them as a CD key? That's it. That's what these physical copies right now. That's all that is. All right. And honestly, quite frankly, in my household, I'm gonna shoot this right quick. In my household, I have the actual. I'm living proof in my household. Household of 5. Wife, me, 3 boys. 4 of us are gamers, and each 4 of us is a facet of the video game fandom. And what I mean by that is, me as a father, I'm the gamer. I come from the esports section. I've played fighting games and Overwatch and Destiny at a professional level. Was it good? Okay. Yeah. Decent. Yeah. The only one I haven't played professionally is Apex, but I've played in Overwatch tournaments, I've played in fighting game tournaments, I've played in Madden tournaments, NBA tournaments. I come from the esports side of the house, and I'm an OG gamer, and I don't like handhelds. My oldest son, he's a hood gamer. You see me on countless videos and countless podcast where I said the hood 4, basic 4. You got those hood gamers. They only play Call of Duty, NBA, 2K, Madden, and GTA games. My oldest son is a hood gamer. He likes Halo. He likes Call of Duty. He doesn't like sports games, but he loves GTA. He's a hood gamer. Nothing wrong with that. That's just him. That's his calling. My mid son is a straight up Xbox fanboy. All he loves is Halo. All he ever played was Xbox games. He didn't like PlayStation games. He liked Nintendo games too. He liked Switch. He plays Smash. He plays Splatoon on an esports level. He's like the living embodiment of all the Xbox fanboys, because when Xbox was going down, he moved to PC, and he played PlayStation games that came out, and he played them a year later when they got put on the PC. And he's now thinking about converting or even owning a PlayStation. But he everything that I see online as far as from Xbox loyalists, he's living in Bonnie. Like I've seen him get in an argument with my youngest son, where on the other side, my youngest son is a PlayStation loyalist. All he plays PlayStation games. All he cares to play is PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? He's never really played Xbox games, and I've witnessed several arguments between my mid son and my oldest son. Like case in point, when High Fidelity Hi-Fi Rush was on the Xbox and only on the Xbox, my youngest son asked my mid son, can he use his Xbox to play it? They got into an argument over that. He was like, yeah, I thought you don't play Xbox. I thought you did blah 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 blah. And they got into a real bad argument. I had to let my youngest son use my Xbox so he could play Hi-Fi Rush before before it came on the PlayStation. Days Gone. When Days Gone came onto the PC, my youngest son was like, "See, that's why you had to wait a year to play the Days Gone. Look at you. If you were smart, you would play on PlayStation." Yeah. I had to break up fights between them, like verbal, not physical altercation fights, but real bad arguments between a Sony fanboy and a PlayStation and a Xbox fanboy in my own home. So yeah, so when people be out here online talking about you're a Sony, you're a pony, or you're an Xbot, I'm living with it. Okay, so yes, I see it firsthand. I've lived it. I'm living it now. Well, not too now, but the last 6-7 years, I lived it and I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Back to the topic at hand. Get it or don't. That's all I'm gonna say. If you can afford it, fine. If you can't, all right, don't get it. Go buy a PC. But buy a PC because you want to buy a PC. Don't buy a PC because you want to be out of spite. That's just dumb. I'm done.